Hey guys, can you see my screen?
No, Shorty.
Right.
No. Okay. What about now?
Yep.
All right, cool. Let's see what we got. So, a lot of chop today. That's why Mike and BZ, I believe, they created a futures template. So if anyone's, they'll be sharing with you guys. So if anyone's trading futures, you can start entering your trades on futures and they calculate it. You know, if you're using ES or MES, whatever you're kind of using for trading, it'll have it here. So, and it calculates the the ticks for you, and then it'll kind of handle it here as well. So they'll be sending that shortly, but it looks pretty good so far. All right.
Can you make one for crypto?
I don't trade that crap.
Good, me either. That was a trick question.
All right, let's take a look at this. See where we are. So sell off. We are hitting that. Something's wrong here. And then we need to go all the way to the right, and we are right here at the value area low. I think I was reading something earlier. I just want to quickly test here on volume profile. I thought they had a periodic volume profile. Oh, there it goes. I don't know if anyone played with this one. Yeah, I really don't even know how to use it.
Yeah, I did when it came out, and I deemed it useless.
So can you set it up where it calculates like weekly POC or?
Yeah, I want to say you had to keep changing the damn thing, which is why I threw it in the trash.
So why not just set it up where you pick weekly and it calculates the offset by itself?
Yeah, do the what was it, period up at the top or something like that. I think you can change that.
Oh,
yeah,
week.
there you go.
There you go, 1 week. So let's see, let's change this bad boy to 68. Let's see, POC. We don't care about it. I don't think POC. Is it going to show up or? Where is it?
Don't know.
August 22nd. Oh, okay, there it is. 15th. Oh, okay, this is it. So this is the weekly. Okay, well, it's not bad. What do we put row size? 100, right? Yeah, there you go. That's not bad. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I actually like this. This is something I was looking for. So why does it do it only for 3 weeks?
It's going to be the row size, probably.
Where there's no look back period?
Yeah, that's row size is the look back period. It feels like they cut it off as well. Like, I feel like it used to be longer.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'll play with this later, I guess. I just want to see if this works. I'll have to change it anyways. Well, while we're on it, let's see, on ES, we'll mark this as a weekly POC. I just wish you could call out, like, on the labels, like to call it out, like weekly POC. See what I'm saying? Like here, that automatically says weekly POC instead of me labeling everything on here every time. Purple is like a good color, right? Yep, so here's the weekly POC, and you guys see 4140 was fairly important. And then you have the weekly high here. We are in a B-shaped volume profile, so which usually indicates, if you're looking at here, it usually indicates potentially a continuation of a sell-off here. So let's see what, we do here. And this is all, we are below the value area low, and then we have some, we take this some 65 minutes inside the leader, all my levels. I'm just gonna hide this. And then I'm trying to get to 41.22. Okay, they're familiar with this one. So this is the shelf there. I guess we got to start from here. God dang. Sorry guys, frustrating when it doesn't want to work. All right, so there's our 41.22. This is the level that we were after here. I don't know what this other line was. I mean, honestly, until we break the low here or upside here, not much we can figure out what's going on. So just from in a cooling book, does anyone remember what this could be called here? This little box that we got, does anyone remember?
Accumulation.
Be careful.
In KSSM distribution.
So you got to pay attention to the volume, right? Right here, we're getting some top wicks as we got into this zone. You're getting top wicks. Here, you're getting top wicks. It seems like every time we are pushing the price up, you guys see the sellers are immediately pushing the price down. So it could be, again, that within this accumulation distribution, which we'll find out, that they're actually, it's another seller's climax here. So we just got to be careful of what happens, right? I mean, when you think about it, we ran all the way from this demand and we came back right to it, perfect bounce off of it. And now, if we break below this, then we have the 41.80, I guess 40.88 here, but price action wise, we bounced off of this level multiple times. 40.81. So this would be another area for buying right here. I'd look to buy here. If we dip here, that's about 40 points. You potentially get a bounce. This unfortunately happened overnight. This bounce here. So, I mean, think about it. And I don't know if you guys know, but this is a lot of money on ES contract. If you bought it at 41.22 and it runs to 41.56, to give you an idea, you got in at 41.22 and let's say you run to 41.50. You're probably looking at.
Shorty's got that on a short, not a long.
Oh, sorry. Is it? But this one here. Let's see. 41. Let's say here. Let's see if we got this. I mean, you're looking at $1,500 or $1,200 on this trade alone here, and that's just one contract right here on ES. Pretty good. So just to give you the power of these, right, levels and why we care about them so much. So keep that in mind. And then switch 30 minutes. I think the range is, there's no point in VSPV here looking at the daily sessions. The best thing you can do, and that's what I kind of did today, is I grabbed this range here that we're consolidating in to see where is the majority of the volume right now. So what I would expect tomorrow, or the play would be, if we break this level here, 41.36, probably play the 41, the weekly POC break, and you see we haven't been able to break that level right here. This one particularly here, so we haven't been able to break it. So we'll watch this one kind of to go along, but be, conscious of this level here at 41.36, because if we reclaim it and we are able to hold it on 30 minutes, that'd be good. Here we held it, we closed above it, and then, nasty candle down all the way to the value area low. So let's see, what happens, but I would expect another bounce here in the 41.20 area. So once we lose this area, you got the 4100, and then right below that, you have 4081. So clear plan. And then, here, if you're going to look at the trend lines, this would kind of line up. If we break this 41.56, you're potentially going to touch back to this area right here. I would think you're going to be flying to here. And we can take a look at this from the shelf perspective on selling. So now what I'm doing is I'm just making sure to see where the last volume is in terms of selling. So if we look here, look at this right here. You guys see that level now. Once you break 41.85, you're literally below the value area low here. It means, there's not a lot of volume. And the shelf here says once you break 41.66, right here, you have a potential to go, right? So this would be a pretty nice point on ES or SPX, right? So if you go here, you have almost 20 points here that you can go, right? So that's pretty good. And then if you break this, you can go along to value area low, which would be somewhere around 42.30, if I remember, 42.31. Okay, so a good plan here. Everybody got it? Now we'll know tomorrow once the volume comes in. We'll figure out what we do, but this would be the easiest play that we can take. I guarantee you this. This is literally textbook right here. If we come up to this level right here, or this range, I would call it, I would look short right here.
Did you do the mid-July to current?
Mid-July to current.
Yeah, the run up.
Mid-July.
Yeah, that one.
This one, June?
I did the straight up mid-July right there. Yeah.
Okay.
That one just looks nasty.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's why I said once we lose this level, guys. It's look at this. Both of them agree, right?
Shorty, you're looking at the fixed range volume, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, man. Just one question to get that you go from the low.
You can go either way. Remember, it doesn't matter which way you go. What you want to pay attention to here, I'll write out the rules. When using fixed range, you want to define the trend.
Yeah.
Bull or bear.
Gotcha.
If you are looking at uptrend, like we did here, right? July 15th to, what is that? August 16th, so a month. So here we are looking, Cuban or everybody else, we're looking for an uptrend. What am I looking for here when I'm drawing a profile here? What am I looking for?
Well, the buyers are?
Exactly. In uptrend, when you draw uptrend, we are looking where the concentration of buyers were or was, whatever, right?
Yeah.
When you draw downtrend, we are looking to see where the sellers were. Yeah. So it doesn't matter if I grab, from here. Is there a text right there? I'll take a screenshot of this. So it doesn't matter if I grab, so it doesn't matter if I grab high to low or low to high, I'm grabbing an uptrend, right? Whatever you call it, it's still you're grabbing from low to high because I'm trying to see the trend up, right? And gotcha. Here the trend up is, is just a trend up. Okay. If I'm trying to see what sellers were on this little pullback, Well, I can do what I did here, right? So let me delete this guy. Right, so if I delete from here, right, this is the high and this is our current low, and I could even grab this guy here, still not over. I can see now that most of the POC is right here at 41. Okay?
Yep.
So now it's telling me that most of the POC is 41 on the sell-off, but the buy was right here. So they're really fighting between these two levels. And then if I was to go back on 15 minutes, what do you know about this range? Well, I mean, they've been freaking fighting it, right? They've been in it for some time now.
Yeah.
So they've been dancing in that range now, and it makes sense. Like the chart's agreeing with us. So now, if we're able to, that's why I said, if we're able to reclaim this 41, 40, and in this case, let's see, what does it say on 30 minutes? So this is the level, I guess, 41.36, weekly POC 41. I'll probably wait for that. And then if I was to go along, I'd probably wait for this value area high to clear, which is 40.51. And the reason why I wait for value area high is I want to make sure that people are accepting the new price, the new area. The new area of value is being accepted by the bulls and the bears, and I don't want to be, caught on the wrong side.
Yeah.
So usually, you want to be, you want the price to go above it. The ideally would be, the scenario would be, pop here, come back here, and then dance. And that's where we would get in, and then hope that we bump from 41.50 to 41.83 and we can catch 30 points on it, which would be pretty awesome.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, hopefully it helps. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense to everyone? Hopefully it does.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, perfect. So any questions on this? And then what I like to do, just so you guys know by now, but let me just make sure you guys have the August month to date. So what I like to do is I like to find August and just look at it here and look. I mean, it's literally like pretty much like this weekly so far, so no reason for it here. And you can also do quarterly and then year to date. And I'll figure out this profile here. I don't know how. Maybe Sequence can help us. Just call out the labels. I really don't need to see this whole graph. I just need to know the levels. That's what I care about. So we'll take a look at it. Any questions on this? Everybody clear on the plan? Okay, I'll take that as a yes. You guys are too quiet for me.
I got a question, but it's kind of unrelated.
I'm doing good. How are you?
How's it going, Shorty?
What's your question?
Was today a double distribution trend day?
Let's see.
I'm looking at spot right now.
We'll switch. So this seems to be, not really. The date, well, I don't, yeah, are you talking about this one here? Yes.
Yeah.
This is a clear double distribution. And just so you know, you can have a triple distribution. So they almost started with the triple here, and then, you have 3 levels of range, and you play ping pong on 3 sides, but this is definitely a double, yeah. And you see, what do you notice about the price once it loses this?
Drops really fast.
Yeah, it drops super fast, and then you see it, if you come here and you look at it, we never reclaimed that 41.45 much. We had it here, they had the run up, and then during the trading, they ran it up, and then they really never reclaimed it again. So
you see a B shape, right, Shorty?
This one here so far is B-shaped, correct?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So prior day, I guess this was 22nd, was double. This is, I would call it short B. There's I'll show you guys the PowerPoint. There's a long and a short B, and one traps longs, one traps bears, and we'll get into that. It's a little bit more complex. Some of you guys don't understand volume profile yet. I don't want to add a little bit of dependency, so.
All right, thank you.
Yep. So let's see, and I don't care about the profile that's developing just yet. So I think NQ levels are pretty set. Okay, is Bean on? Where's Bean? Mr. Bean on? No.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Well, I saved this chart for you. Remember this discussion?
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about it, right? I mean, we said the volume wasn't really picking up once we broke that area, and then you see here, what do you notice on the right now? Once we broke that, the 13,000 level, what do you notice about the volume?
Well, it just dropped off.
Well, it picked up first, right? So if you look at it here, once you're breaking it, I mean, you're going, it's picking up nicely here compared to the prior days. The only day here that's been higher was this day, and I guess August 11th here. So 2 days. So it picked up a lot of red volume. The only thing here, if you look, and then we come back and we revisit, and the volume is much higher here back at the supply. You see the volume increased here. So they pushed it back up, but look at this pin bar right off of that resistance. And where do we short? Do you guys recall this? I mean, this is fairly simple stuff now. So we lost the key support, right? The 13,000 right here. And look what happened.
Yeah, you short off the retest.
This was our short level, and this happened today, right? So at what time? It happened at 10:15. Literally just smacked into that level, and again, you could have picked up 120 points on NQ, and it's a lot of money. So now we're watching this level here, and maybe I should be shorting this right now. It's about to be at the short level. It's right here. Oh, shit. Okay, well, I guess I can't type it tonight. Whoa, whoa, what's going on? Wow, what happened here?
Better log into the trade station.
Yeah, we have another 5 points drop here. I mean, that's pretty good. That's $1,000. All right, well, I won't bother with that, but that looks pretty good. Let's look at SPY. Okay. Let me just hide this SVP first. I can actually trade directly from here now. I think I have it hooked up. I don't know. So SPY, let's see, we pushed today. Hopefully you guys were able to catch some of these moves. Some of these were just so nice. We pushed up into this channel here, and we got literally rejected immediately here. So if you're paying attention to, all right, I need to make this chart a little bit cleaner.
All your levels hit.
Yeah, I know that. I just don't like that. I have so much shit. Okay. So, I mean, hopefully you guys are seeing this. This is just. Here, wait. Yeah, there's really nowhere to hide the lines for a minute. There, way. Not there. So look at this. Here's your 1 hour chart. What do you guys, what is your story here from price action? Who can summarize today? Here, right here, you have 2 days. What do you guys think? Up or down? I'll give you only this box. What is your... Pay attention.
They're making lower highs and lower lows.
Okay. What else, you guys?
It looks like you had a sell-off with a retest and then a completion sell-off. And at the end of the day, you can see a lot of pressure downward but they are trying to fight to hold it up. That's why you got a long wick on the top.
Perfect. Exactly. I mean, price action wise, perfect. So you opened within a range today, right? So that's something to take note of. Let me see if guys, I'm mastering all these full nuances in trading view. I think I did that. I linked it. So here, if you guys take a look at it on 65 minutes, hopefully it doesn't. I didn't unlink anything. I'm still learning. All right. Sorry. Thought I had something unlinked today. I don't know what I did. So you're correct, right? I mean, what happened is that this was our opening range here, right? The 417.23, and today we also opened within that range, and then we also opened within the value area high of this. So if you look at your SVPs, right? Here's your value area high, value area low, and look what happened. You're within the range of the day, meaning the whole trading range. So this is your imbalance high, this is your imbalance low for the whole day. But then you see that we also stayed within the value area high of today. Not a single candle. I mean, just look at it here. Closed above it here. I mean, I'm on 5 minutes, but not a single candle went above it. And then look where we bounced today as well. Multiple times off of the previous day value area low. So the best way you can kind of trade it is if you know where the value area low is, and you know where they're finding the buyers, where they believe the price is at a good level for them and they keep buying it, well, you just jump in with them every time. Like today, I don't know who, I was kind of playing with the lottery on the, what did we trade dumpster? 40s or 30s? I think it was 30s.
30s.
We traded 30s for fun, more so than anything. But, you know, I still wanted to make money also while trading the dumpster. But I knew once we lost that POC, I even mentioned that we were trading, you know, I was looking at ES levels at the time, but the value area low was the level to get out. Because as soon as it came close to it, I mean, this bounce happened on ES literally to a penny, and then boomed, you know, it made the shorts get out, and then they went lower to that. I still stayed in because I didn't get a fill. And I don't know how I got the fill. I just put a sell order of 4.9 and move it, and then I got filled on 4. So interesting, but yeah. So value area low, especially when it's 2 days in a row that you're finding value area low being held. The only interesting point between value areas here is what now? Does anyone know? Between the 2 days, what's interesting here?
If it overlaps the bottom, it's still bearish.
Okay, we're making the lower value area low, and also the value area high is lower compared to the previous. So we're compressing for a big move, right? And this, you know, shape of the profile here, it looks like almost like a D shape to me. You know, it might look like a B shape, but a lot of the volume is almost towards the center of it, and it's compressed right on the upper side of it. So maybe B, but I would consider this a D shape based on the price action today. We stayed in within the range. You know, it's almost like a range day today. You hit perfectly here, up, down, up, down, up, down. And whenever you have a day like this, you know, like you did today, you want to short the previous stops and put a stop loss right above. It's okay if you lose, but what if you get it right? You're going to the bottom. You buy here, go to the top, go along. The same thing. That's why we identified the day types. So hopefully you guys are, you know, correlating all the stuff that we have and kind of making sense out of it. Okay, so still the same, nothing really changed. I mean, it was just a range day. If we lose 412, we have the 411.73. I don't know where this level came from, but really, the bloodbath starts right here. So they could trap us here all the way down here and then bounce, but that's something we would watch. I would take some profits here and then roll them down and keep pushing down towards 407, 405. And here, I mean, below 405, most likely we're going to revisit this 397 area. course, keep in mind 400 just because the even numbers. Okay. Qs. Well, I mean, nothing really changed here. Our short level was 318. We never, no demand took out this supply right here. If you guys look right here, this is just a supply right now. So if any of these demands are able to take this out, and then we come back to this value area high here, that would be a great entry as well. So does that make sense to everyone? We need a demand that can take out this supply right here. And this one tried, and it got smashed right here, and that's where the supply was created now. So now if we are able to get over that, come back to here, or the value area high of the previous day, or even to the POC, which is the demand here, that would be a good buy. But that would be a $3 drop. There will have to be some news or something driving it. And then what would you guys or should do here at 318.84?
Short.
Yep, easy short. This would be a really, really easy short. So if you grab it, you know, from the top to here. So here, it was probably protect this gap down. If you break this, right, and then, you know, you can wait for 319.69, and then it really flies over 322. I do expect them to come back to this level at some point, and it could be that this Friday could be the level. So I'll put that here. There's a high chance that you're going to hit this level on Friday. If there's, I mean, any news right now are pretty good news. So,
Hey, Shorty, where does the 318 come from? I didn't see where you got that.
let's see. I'm pretty sure it's one of these levels here. Let's see, 318.87. I don't know what we did last time. That's 87, right? Let me just look at price action real quick. I think this is the gap maybe that we identified. Because it doesn't extend. Oh, it does extend. Well, I think it extends now because I touched it. But I think it was the gap here or the breakout level here that we had. And then it's also a gap now. So probably that. 318.87. So yeah, I think it's the breakout level. So we came here, we hit it, we came back, we bounced off of it. And now we're coming back and we gap down. So I'm pretty sure the sellers would be here the first time we tap, and then we will go down. Let me remove some of these lines. There's so many lines. Made me do it. Yeah, it's the gap. first we go long. And there's a lot of volume in here, so a lot of support below this level. So I wouldn't expect them to break this level easy. Oh, crap. If we really lose this area tomorrow, guys, 312.49, because we're hitting this from, I guess, what is this, July 26th right here, the last major run up here. We're hitting the value area low here. Man, we could really, really go to this 303. Or if we get back in, then we could go back all the way up to here, 331. What a crazy. So watch this for shorting. So short below here, you could go long about this 317. And then go higher to this POC, 322, which would probably be a rejection here at some point. Yeah, I don't count that, man. I don't count that as a touch. All right. What else do you guys have? Any other tickers you guys?
Just quickly on SPY, what were the two levels below 410?
410. Let's take a look. So we got 409.46. They can use this level as a trap. Be careful of this one. That's a VPOC. And once we lose that, you have about $1 below that, 405. If we lose 405, they're pretty much, about $8 or so dumped here.
Thanks.
I guess we should look at some of these levels. So this is our consolidation here. Can't believe SPY is still about 420. I would not go long till we regain this value area low. But if you guys feel confident, go ahead. But this is a really important level here. And then here, I would expect, yes, what would you guys expect here?
Rejection?
A what?
Rejection?
Yeah, we would expect a low rejection here. So this would be our short level, right?
POC, right?
Line. Yep, this is your POC. This is the exact setup that we're looking for shorting, guys. So all of these little short levels here are great. Save your capital. Once you come to here, you can make 100% or more once you arrive at this level here. So just be patient and watch this level. Okay, Amazon. Amazon playing games. Let's see. So 132.41 seems like they're defending this level here. And then if you look at the accumulation here, look where we are. So honestly, I would not. I'll probably just wait for them to break this level right here. It's short. And then if you're going to go along, we need to kind of get away from this and come back and retest at 134.29. So let's see. It seems like this is the bottleneck for the upside right now on this tight range, but I'm not going to play this. You can either play this break here, 135, and then hope it goes higher. I think there was some news on Amazon after hours about NFL, or I don't know, maybe I misread it. But I would watch for this 132. Once we clear this, I mean, we have a gap. I mean, this gets really nice here. This is what we were looking at. I mean, even when you do this, you want to find where the buyers are. We're looking at this value area high retest here, which should be pretty freaking good. So I'll watch this. I really do believe this is going to happen sooner than later. There's a lot of, if you guys notice here, just want to make sure you guys are paying attention when it's happening. What do you guys notice that's happening from here to here? Let me make sure that it's not an extended. In terms of volume, what are you guys noticing here?
Volume's getting lower.
But look a little bit closer. Yeah, volume's getting a little lower. But what about volume? I mean, in terms of
The
color.
red candles are a little bit longer.
Yeah, there's a lot of more red candles here than it was. I mean, on the upfront, right? There's a lot more red predominantly being built up here. Right now that, you know, we have these two candles that are sell-off, there's less volume here as we're selling off. So they might be able to bounce this off, right? So if we grab the volume profile from here to here, we'll be able to know where the next opportunity would be for shorting, right? So if we are able to break this value area low and get back into the value, that'd be a good level to go along, right? But then I'll be looking to short Amazon. And this time, if this demand cannot break what would be a good signal to short? Who knows the answer? I just want to make sure somebody knows at the moment.
If I can't break 146.
Yeah, if it can't break that demand, you really would have trouble, and it would be a good level. Even if it comes up to here and it hits value area high and gets back underneath this level, it would be literally a go-to signal to short, because this demand now really, really needs to break out this supply if they're accumulating here. And then if you check the volume on the daily, do you guys know what this candle means? Anyone? What does this candle mean here?
Indecision.
Mm-mm.
Is that
Kind of
the
a gravestone, isn't it?
Was it that pregnant candle?
Mm-mm. When you have a hammer candle on the bottom of a downtrend, it's a reversal candle. So there's a high chance that you're going to reverse here. Just pay attention to this candle here, this candle here. I mean, they look, you know, let me hide that here. I don't know why it looks so compressed. You guys see that?
That's why I thought it was indecision, because
Well, it's not an indecision, because, you know, it's a hammer candle, right?
Yeah, I see it now.
Hammer candle. So we had one similar here. If you guys look closely, we had this one and this one, two in a row. This one had lower high, but did not make a lower low on this one. Here we have the lower high, but we never made a lower low. If you pay attention to it, did we make a lower low than this one? So it's setting up almost perfectly here as the same setup, but we're still making from here to here, we're making what? Anyone?
Higher lows.
We're making higher lows. So this to me is telling me that there's a potential that we go and run. And if we do run, it would be a great opportunity for us to do what where? I just covered it. If they do not take out this supply, this is easy short right here, 142, and then these buyers are done. Because this guy here that was selling, he's not, he's not kidding around. Look, as we approach the supply, you see, flurry of volume. And then here, you have a pickup in volume, but what do you notice about the candle? This would be kind of indecision because you have a top bottom wick, right? It's a little bit larger body than needed, but you see that there, volume picked up right into the supply.
Phenomenal.
And then you see the pickup on the red volume, and then a little bit of green volume, but not much. Smallest green volume probably ever. I mean, look at this. It's the really bad volume day here. And so that tells you they're not buying at the top. And then what do you get? You get a drop of $10 here. And now maybe the buyer here, whoever was there in the earnings call, I don't know who it was, but somebody was excited and, they pumped it. And this CEO had trouble with earnings. If you guys don't know, he's been having trouble with Amazon earnings, right? They had some bad earnings. Not like Jeff Bezos left him on the best note. And, there's no more COVID, so they can't, they're not really, I think the sales slowed down. I think my wife's still helping the cause, but I think the sales are slowing down a little bit, and their profit margins decreasing. So. So that'd be the plan on Amazon. We can take a look at others. Does that answer? Here. Okay. Where's AMD? I'm just gonna check some random tickers. So Amazon's approaching a really nice demand here. It would be pretty wise to look at the 91, 20, 90s as a demand zone here coming up. Does NVIDIA have earnings? Or is that tomorrow?
Tomorrow after the close.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm not going to look at that one. This one had a split. Oh my God. Yeah, it had something. Now let's see how true volume profile is. Okay, well, not ready for shorting. I know that much. There's a little cluster here. There's a little cluster starting here, here. This is where you want to be shorting this bad boy. Where are we now? 570. Wow. Seems like they knew about it. Upstart. Yep. No, hopefully you're not one of the people that bought it here. Yeah, I'll definitely wait for this bad boy to pass. Or if you're, know much about their fundamentals and believe this would not be a bad level to buy some shares on this 25.41. So as they're selling off here, they have a lot less power on this supply here. So maybe this demand here that's being created right around this level will take out that supply, but I would buy some time on these contracts if I was to go along here at the value area low. Then I'm just interested to see the dailies. Day trading wise, I would look for this level here to break 27.46. If you're going to be shorting, you need it to break 26.45. It's very close. If you see the reversal here happening, like candles, staying up here and you have a little VIX on the bottom, that's not a bad level to go long to. On the bottom, but it has a couple of epochs here to the upside. All of these will be filled. Yeah, it has a bunch. They have ER or something. Yeah, ER. Yeah, this is penny stock. I'll probably go back here one more time to 24, and then it would be a good level to buy some long swings here. That's what I'll be looking to do here. That'd be the area I go for in terms of calls rather than here. And here, I would look for buying right here. 24-ish. What's that company that EV with L? No, Lucid. It's going $10. And going back to 10. This one does not look bad. I'd look to short this right below 283 here tomorrow. I'm not missing this guy this time. My God, this is about to get drilled. This is about to be the short on ER watch. I don't see them pushing this about 180. And they will probably, if they dump it, they would dump it here. These are the two levels for it. I'm not touching it, obviously, to the ERs tomorrow, but they're going to play this range here. And then, I'm probably getting from this candle here. Yeah, they're probably going to push this down tomorrow in the ER. How did they do last year? What? Whoever the analyst was on that one, he's gone. He's no longer with that house. Yeah, I wouldn't play this, but be my guess. I would bet more on the downside than upside. Well, I don't know. If it can hold this level 147 the whole day, then probably buy some cheap calls. But I just don't want to gamble VJ on that. All right. What else do you guys have? FSLR. Whoa. What in the world? Wow, what was their ER? Holy moly. Oh, wow. Well, where did they accumulate? I doubt that it was. Okay, so, man, this is an easy short. Once we break this, man.
Do it straight from the earnings date.
Dude, we should short this, man.
Yeah, do it right at the earnings date. Or whatever, the beginning of August to current.
Like talking about when's the day? This
Yeah,
right
right
here.
there. Yeah.
Nah, man. I would short it right here. You could short it to 107 or 108. There's a little volume here. But this is going back to 100, dude. I would say by September 15th, this is going to be at 100. Oh, what the fuck? Like, why? That's a big pump. Alright, DraftKings. Ooh. This looks like it's ready to reverse here. So this looks like a typical. Does anyone know what this looks like from in a calling book? So this is accumulation. What is this area called here in a calling book?
Test.
Say it again.
A test.
Yeah, that's called a test right here. They're probably going to bring it back to $15 here, and then they're going to drive back up. And I would think this is going to go back up for the same reason that, you know, I wanted to look at it and bring it up, I guess, is because of the football, fantasy football, and all the betting crap that goes in there. I would look to buy this here. $15. This would be a great buy. So what we're going to do is we're going to set some alerts right here. Yeah, Bean, that's what I would do. I wouldn't touch it otherwise, because they had this imbalance that they've been struggling for some time now, it seems like. So this demand, if it can't take out this supply, this is a perfect example. This supply right here obviously caused the breakout structure right here, and then when they send it much lower from $9, right? And if this demand right here, the circle cannot break the supply, that's a fairly weak demand zone, but they've been accumulating this forever. I mean, what am I, daily chart? I mean, they've been accumulating this. So here at 1425, this might be a good buy here, because this is where the imbalance happened. You guys see that? This is where the imbalance happened. Look at these rejections on this POC. And then the buyer just overtook and then kind of got back in. And this would be a great, great buy here. Even shares-wise, this might be good. This right here. Yeah, I don't trust Kathy much. All right, what else do you guys have? All right, perfect, guys. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully you guys had some of these questions answered, and if you guys need help, just let me know.
Thanks a lot, Shorty. Good night, man.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thanks, Shorty.